Hello everybody, we're going to try to do a quick video for you tonight. I'm got a little bit of sun left and I want to try to change my fuel filter housing. Last time I changed it, it was pretty wonky. I was having problems with the drain screw holding well, and I'm sure a lot of you've had those issues also. I really didn't like the threads that were on that plastic housing, and it seemed like it was just not keeping it shut on the drain nut, and I'll show you that when we get underneath. So I decided to buy from the DMax store, Duramax diesel only. I guess that's what this is billeted for. Anyway, they make a new housing out of aluminum, and we're going to put that on. The cool part about this also is not only is it aluminum, but it has this really cool double O-ring valve. See if I can give you a good shot of this. And what this does is it has 2 O-rings, and when you have it unscrewed past this second O-ring, it drains through these small holes and out through the drain hole. So no valves, no handles. So yeah, let's give this a try and see what it looks like. Some people have commented they feel that it may have this down below the I guess you would say the wind line, or where something could come under and grab it. I don't know that we're going to be there, but let's see what it looks like. All right, well, before we get started, I guess I should tell you what model I have here. This is the box, so it's part number DMax-BFFH is the model number, and that's, you see, it's for I have a 17 through 25 LP5 LM2 or LZ0 is what this is good for. All right, so let's get underneath and start draining out our other filter. And here with our fuel filter housing, first task is loosening up this drain nut and get out what we can. There's barely any torque at all on that thing. I mean, that's what was scaring me. I really felt like this was dangerous, the way I was feeling this thread on this. It seemed like it was tightening, but it wasn't tightening, and it was still leaking. And I know a lot of people just crank it down and don't even bother bleeding this, but let's go ahead and drain out what we can here till it gets to a drip, make less of a mess. And remember, be careful, you're dealing with fuel here, so no mucking around, right? Be smart about this. Okay, we got it close. I went ahead and shut it. It's probably still going to make a mess, but let's take this down. Okay, now we got it. It's on there rather tight. Okay, now it's going to start making a mess. Get the socket down. Come on, give me my socket back. All right, give me the wrench. I don't want diesel flying through my ratchet as much as I can help it. Okay. All right, won't let go of the socket yet, so let's just take the whole thing down. I'll try not to splatter your diesel here. There. Hopefully that stayed off of the lens. Okay. And she comes down. Pour it in. Just have a regular pan under here. Keep everything safe. I'm going to change the O-ring up here on this piece here. Still can't get my socket off. It doesn't want to let go. Okay, we'll just have to tap that inside. All right, let's get set up for the replacement. I'm going to go ahead and take off this O-ring with a pick here. Let's see if I grab the right pick. Can't remember if I used this style last time or less aggressive. So be careful. There we go. All right, plucks away. I'm sure there's a better trick. Probably not using gloves is one. And the light is on your side, so I'm kind of, my side is a little bit, there we go. Okay, that's in there. All right. Now, let's reset the camera up out here so we can put the new piece together, because I want to put that drain valve on first before I put the whole housing up there. All right, let's see if we have enough light for this. I'm going to go ahead and put the valve in our housing. And actually, since it's O-ring fed, pretty much goes in hand tight. Okay, you just do it so that it's just snug. You don't need to go crazy because remember, you got O-rings on it. And this is handy. You can put a nice big hose on this to drain that, you know, when you're done. And on the inside, let's see if I can get a good angle for you. How's that? It's pretty much flush with the bottom. And then our new filter is the same as the old. It has an O-ring on this side. This snugs up to the bottom, and this seals the bottom off. And then this side goes to the top. Okay, so you get it nice and square. Press it down so that O-ring is nice and snug in the bottom of the housing. Okay, and it's in there. Okay, all right, O-ring's looking good. Time to put our housing up in here. Threads feel good. With a 36 on here. Okay, I'll try to get this in a view where you guys can see it. It's an O-ring, so don't have to go crazy with this. Okay, that's in. All right, let's turn it on, make sure it doesn't leak. Okay, no leaks. Looking good. Fixed. So here's a straight edge I'm putting up here. And this goes all the way back to the frame behind it. And you can see we got plenty of gap here. I'm gonna pull out a measuring tape, well, a rule, not a measuring tape. I'm gonna measure this. I know some people have talked about this, so I figured I might as well give them a number. Okay, let's see. Let's get this where we can see it. All right, there, I'm touching it. And you get to see the actual numbers. I'm looking at the back side, so that's 1, 2, we're exact 3 inches. So we're 3 inches from the nozzle, from anything really running under here that the frame wouldn't hit from affecting that. So that looks nice. Now, what I figured I'd do right now is why not mimic we're draining this. Let's see what this is like. Let's loosen this till we start to get drainage. All right, so obviously it's not on that tight. So I'm just going to go down here. There we go. And it's draining, just like it did before. All right, so we want to close it on up. And just put it up there. There it is. It's that easy. I know a lot of people have models like this. I bought this with my own money. I'm not sponsored by DMax. Just figured I'd show you guys what my experience it is putting this in. It wasn't hard at all, and it comes with the O-ring already on it, so I didn't have to transfer the one with the filter. And yeah, this is a nice sturdy housing, and I'd much rather rely on this double O-ring valve setup than what I had on the GM OEM piece with the mysterious threads that were not holding it. It was one of those things where you would tighten it up and you would feel like you're not going to leak, but it kept leaking. So it just probably wore out over time. This nut on the existing and the new is 18 millimeter. If I said 13, I was wrong. It's 18. And this one's 36. Hope this helps you guys out, and just to let you know that this works. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.